Hello, dear friends. These are just some of my thoughts on how we can navigate our daily life challenges with greater courage, faith, grace, and dignity. It is unquestionable that our lives will inevitably present us with many challenges, big and small, conflicts, and needs to take a stand. Such events and circumstances will certainly test our values and potentially bring on a degree of anxiety. But with it, they will also allow us to take a new perspective and pause and rethink about what it is we want from life, what still has meaning for us, and how we want to act and be in the world. As such, these places for me seem like wonderful opportunities, even if in the moment they can be somewhat uncomfortable. Lately, coming out of COVID, anxiety seems to be on the rise for many people. This is not surprising. Our world is filled with expectations, judgments, and fears that strike at the heart of our safety. Many of these factors touch on our primal needs to belong, to feel accepted, to be supported and loved. They bring us into a tension between what it means to be me versus how do I fit in to my family, my neighborhood, my organization or place of work, and to larger life and culture that I live in. These things are not easy, and they do require of us to pause and consider what we think and how we want to continue living. For some of us, this can often encourage us to simply try to fit in and get by, while for others, it may prime an idea of wanting to stand out and be a rebel. And yet, it strikes me that both of these are vital to our success and growth. Too much conformism, and we risk losing ourselves. And yet, too much independence can also leave us feeling painfully isolated or out on the limb and vulnerable. So I'd like to help you find a way to exist on the edge safely. It's a place I got to know well, and it also reflects the sort of clients and people I tend to support. We are all on this planet to find our way to that perfect place where we feel we both belong and where we can occupy a unique and valuable niche, being an important contributor and shaper of the current moment and the future. While we're responsible for our actions, each moment provides all of us with a wonderful opportunity to pause, to reflect, and to adjust our steps as needed. So my reminder to you today and my invitation is that you simply pay attention to your context and to what's actually happening within you. What do you need? What tends to dominate your thoughts? What does it feel like inside you? And do you dare to love yourself enough to make things as good as you can for you? I'd also like to invite you to avoid judging yourself and your past. I'd like you to remember that the person judging is different to the person who made those decisions. You and that other version of you are potentially incredibly different people. Such comparison and judgment is a bit silly and unfair. Instead, I'd invite you to see yourself as a fresh possibility that is on its way to a future that you want to have. In other words, to see yourself as a person who is always becoming, someone who's unfolding into your context and possibilities of this moment. There is no need to fit into some version of you that will get the social media likes or approvals that will cost you sleep and peace of mind. Instead, think about the best version of you that you aspire to be, and then choose your thoughts and actions in a way that are aligned with this image. Write, speak, create, parent, and make things. But whatever you do, make your actions a measure of your accountability. And all the way along, treat yourself gently and with a great deal of compassion. My experience of the world is that the world rarely gives us what we withhold from ourselves. Looking to others for approval, for love, for compassion, or even forgiveness can only begin when we're ready to love ourselves, forgive ourselves, and treat ourselves with dignity and kindness that we deserve being human beings. So I want to invite you to step into this power place as often as possible, because this is the place of your ultimate liberation. To be alive is to feel anxious, and yet, as you take responsibility for yourself, you will also find what I think we all find, that the world takes far more interest in helping you succeed when you decide to love and take interest in yourself. I wish you a great journey ahead. It may not be easy, but it will be your journey. Travel with an open heart, an open mind, love and care for your body, and attention for the spirit within.